Berea continues to see their growth in their economy. Motor coach companies are bringing people from all across the country to the small artisan town.
And with fall just around the corner, they say they are just getting started. WKYT's Julia Sandor talked to artisans and some local officials about the increased tourism they're seeing. Our top story at 5:30.
For many local businesses here in Berea, they say that fall is their busy season, with visitors and tourists from across the world. They say business keeps growing, whether you're new to the city or a local visitor. Berea's unique culture is growing on every street corner.
It's important to grow, but it's also important for your existing businesses and industry to continue to be successful.
As local shops on Artist Circle power up their tools, they prepare for the arrival of the next motor coach bus, which will bring the business of more than 50 people.
Most people don't know how we go about doing what we make, and it's a nice way for them to understand what our product is and what goes into it.
At Lindsay Gallery, they're making copper bracelets.
Pull it tight, and we're just going to wrap that.
Across the way, the cabin of Old Town will be welcoming the same guests, but offering them a different experience.
Good thing, it brings people to us. When the colors of the leaves change, it seems like people come to Berea because they love the experience and all the different things that's going on.
The city has 2 international buses scheduled for the year and several out-of-state buses coming through.
It makes all the difference in the world to our city, just gas stations, restaurants, hotels, shop owners. There isn't anything that goes untouched when we have that many tourists come into our city.
In Berea, Julia Sandor, WKYT.
And adding to their events and fun, the Berea Spoonbread Festival is also coming up. That will be September 15th through the 17th. I mean, here we go with the fall festival season,
It is
you know.
festival season in Kentucky.
Exactly. And